Imagine they now killed 50 people and they dump 50 bodies in this room. The nightmare, you will live with the nightmare for the rest of your life. They've killed nearly 50 people already. So the blood that is flowing, or the blood that has flown so far, is the blood of innocents, not the blood of the criminals. So that's the blood that has to flow for this whole thing to actually get a track. And they are pushing people there. They've killed 48 innocent people. What do you make of that? Hello there.
Hello, Mayogu. Good evening.
MOG. Hello, sir. How are you?
I'm fine, bro. Mayogu, you see, something caught my attention today because I saw one interview with Oshomole. You know, these APC people, I don't know if something is wrong with their head, you know, and it's unfortunate they are old men that are supposed to be guiding the way, and they are now stepping back so much, lying and putting stones on the way of the young one. So I noticed one thing with Oshomolo today. He never allowed the people asking him questions to talk. You know, he didn't allow them to say anything. And he was jumping around from one topic to another topic, from one question, and he was telling stories. And when Rufai asked him about, the first of all, when he came in, he only recognized Dr. Abati. You know, their colleague in crime. He now recognized him. He called him. Yeah, he just greeted him. Hi, thank you, doctor. Hello, Dr. Abati, Ruben Abati, you know. He said he ignored Ayo and Rufai. When Ayo was asking him question, he was shocking Ayo. He wasn't comfortable with Ayo. He can see the hatred on his face. And when Rufai came, he wanted to tell Rufai who he is, that Rufai is siding other party, not APC. He tried to tell Rufai because he used that's one thing he said there. What I understood that is that
obedient now. We know you.
Yes, that's exactly. Yeah. You quoted something. He said when you try to be so, and you're getting too much, then you are putting yourself somewhere. That's what he tried to tell him. That I understood that one very well. And another thing, he was aggressive.
They're always aggressive. He was aggressive. They don't have answers. If you hold them responsible and ask them to answer questions, right, they will become aggressive or abusive. Okay.
Yeah, he was aggressive. He was shouting, and he was like, "Who is this little children talking to me? And they want to do this." That's what he was showing there. So now from their action now, you see, a few days now, people are on the street. You see, they are not coming out, and you see, for the last 24 hours, they are all granting interview. They are all coming out now, one by one, granting interview. They think that maybe the road is clear now. But one thing I want to assure them that they've not won Nigerians. Nigeria is now on it's like we are sitting on a bomb now because
it's almost ignition time.
Yeah, because Buhari came and exposed Nigeria to the world that Nigeria doesn't have say. When you push them to the right, they go to the right. When you push them to the left, you go to the left. And Buhari again exposed Nigeria to hungry criminals that they've gotten money so much from Nigerian wealth, and they are living in Nigeria. They are getting money, and before you can stop them from getting that money, they are going to form rebel. They go to form rebel against Nigerian government. That's why all of them are scared. Whenever they got in, the only thing they can do is to feast themselves in that line. Understand? So this is what Buhari did. But in Tinubu position, Tinubu now strangulated everybody. Tinubu now closed the stomach of the little one the Nigerians itself are getting, and that is the end of Nigeria. I want to just cut it short because they thought they won this fight, but they've not won because the people are still hungry. All these still figures they are calling, talking, all this interview, they are trying to gaslight, they are trying to play victim, and why the victimized are there crying and blood are flowing everywhere. I saw the interview of a soldier, how he killed an innocent guy in Zaria. You know, he shot the door and he could have killed two people, two brothers, but he's unlucky. The other one was lucky. He killed the one they call Ismaila. And I saw the little boy that gave speech yesterday without any paper. The guy is even more fluent than most of them. Yes. And you can see the accent to tell you that the northern leaders, they have caused a lot of damage. Look at that little boy, about 11 years old, the way he speaks. If this guy sees got into school, or maybe they move him forward, that guy is going to be like Tafa Belewa. You can see the English was clean. All his English was neat. You know, so these guys have caused a lot of damage, and those guys living there, all those little innocent northerners and some of us that are from the south, that we have already been exposed to their problem. But the thing that our religious leaders and our leaders are also the one pressing us down. But this ones now, they press everything down on them. Now they are beginning to see the problem and the damages
they made,
yeah, so now instead of them to join the Boko Haram now, I think they are going to fight those people, their leaders now. So this is another thing that Tinubu caused now. So that means Nigeria is not going to last again. Then on my own stand, break Nigeria now and save lives. Only 4 days, almost 50 people have died for nothing.
So how many
break
more
Nigeria
needs to die before everybody will come together and do
exactly. That's all I have to say this night. Thank you, my ego.
Thank you too. You have a good one, Baba. Good night. So it is true, right? A lot of the blood of the young ones, innocent people, have been shed every day. Sometimes in thousands, sometimes in hundreds, sometimes in tens. It just depends. It just kind of depends on where you are, and then that will determine what kind of victim are you. So the question, when we say break it up to save lives, what that simply means is that this contraption they forced together, you've tried it for 63, going to 64 years now. It never worked. So how about you just dismantle it, in the sense that the idea of unitary system and the pseudo-democracy they put together needs to die. The 1999 constitution that wasn't written by the people needs to be burned. Like, you need to burn it. It's a trashy paper. It's the cause of all this nonsense. Then begin the breakup of Nigeria. From as you used to know it, as you know it now, it needs to be broken up. Now, if those people want to break Nigeria, or all the people agrees to break Nigeria up in 2 ways, right? Let's break it up from the way it is being structured as we speak, right? Fused together. Or let's break it up, everybody, they go in separate ways. People can decide. What are you afraid of? What are you going to miss? The population of Ikorodu is over 1 million. The population of the entire Malta is less than 600,000 people. Now, Malta is cashing out over $2 billion from Nigeria since Tinubu became your president. Because Malta has a refinery. Ikorodu no gets water corporation. Ikorodu has 1.2 million or so people. Malta has 587 or so people. Now, when they're talking about the economic survival of Nigeria, now Malta is playing a role where they are bringing you imported fuel that they have to sell to you at premium. So look at that. So if somebody says you can't live on your own, the Yorubas are believed to be more than 60 million people. The Igbos are believed to be more than 50 million people. I'm just using all this now because, I'm from that contraption too, right? So we just use numbers, right? We do not have any scientific proof of our population, okay? We don't. But we just make at ourselves like that. You must be 65. I say, no, I'm just 63. You look 65. Just claim that you are 65. 65 is okay. Okay. You get what I mean? But in that context, you can easily say, why is it so easy for Malta to be a country? And it's not easy for 50 million people to be a country. What is the logic behind that? Why are you afraid of being on your own? We are together right now. Look at us. At least this is one Nigeria, Abi. But look at us. Are we really one Nigeria? Are we? Of course we're not. So why are you afraid of breakup? Why? You are not a parasite, are you? I mean, I've heard that they said that parasites are those parasites also. No, not parasites. I think it's bacteria. Is it bacteria? No, it's parasites, Jerry. Only parasites cannot survive without their host. Leeches can't survive without their host, where they will be sucking your blood. Are you a leech? Eh? As the politicians make you believe that your race or your tribe, your ethnic nationality, you are what? Eh? You are just like you are just like a leech who can survive on his own. Yes, you can. And your politicians, now all these politicians can't survive without Nigeria money. And that's why they want to keep it that way. You are not benefiting. I'm not benefiting. You've never benefited. I have never benefited. I will never benefit. My children will never benefit. Because all that could actually benefit us if mortgage them on cheap loans that mortgage our future, even the future of the unborn generations. So what do you really have to lose? What exactly is this good for or big for nothing contraption is to you? It means a lot to those criminals. They've made it clear, right? Your resources have been shared among themselves. There are those who are stealing your gold right now. You are hearing it, but there's nothing you can do about it. There are those who are stealing other mineral resources free of charge in Nigeria today. You can't do anything about it. I can't do anything about it. It's a free for all. So what exactly would you say you are going to miss if Nigeria break up? That will be my last question tonight, okay? And before we call it a night. Listen, brethren, tell me this. What do you think you are going to lose that you are currently gaining that you are going to lose if Nigeria breaks up? I'll leave you to that. Thank you so much, everyone, for your time. Remember, you can still support the Yoruba Union with your token. And at the same time, you can be part of the summit in 16 days' time. Mind you, the Yoruba Union website, membership, registration website is going to go live tomorrow. Okay? And when it does, the leadership of the union, the members on Telegram, they are those first people that will see it for a few days. Then before the summit, we will make it public. Listen, you can't join Yoruba Union without subscribing to the membership fee. You can't. So you're going to need that. And I think the membership fee is currently £1, just £1 from any part of the world that you sign up for. You will be able to meet other Yorubas who those we are trying to bring together and see what we can do if we have the number. Enjoy the rest of your evening, everyone. Thanks so much for spending part of it with me, or enjoy the rest of the night. Good night.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Mayegun ti dé o ọ̀rẹ́ ara yìí.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Mayegun já wa sí.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Bó bá ṣe eré àní Mayegun máa wí.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Mayegun Diary Politico.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Mayegun.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Àní Mayegun làwa mọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
ti dé.
ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnràkì
Máyégún ti dé.
àní ẹ̀sùnràkì
Máyégún ti dé.
lórí Facebook
Máyégún ti dé.
àní ẹ̀sùnràkì
Máyégún ti dé.
lórí YouTube
Máyégún ti dé.
àní ẹ̀sùnràkì
Máyégún ti dé.
bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́
Máyégún máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùnràkì
Máyégún ti dé.
ijó ìgbádìyẹ
Máyégún máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùnràkì
Máyégún ti dé.
pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o
Máyégún máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùnràkì
Máyégún ti dé.
bí gómìnà kówó jẹ
Máyégún máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùnràkì
Máyégún ti dé.
ọlọ́pàá tí ń darí bá
Máyégún máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùnràkì
Máyégún ti dé.
aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o
Máyégún máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùnràkì
Máyégún ti dé.
òkúra olóṣèlú
Máyégún máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùnràkì
Máyégún ti dé.
ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnràkì
Máyégún ti dé.
àní ẹ̀sùnràkì
Máyégún ti dé.
máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnràkì máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnràkì ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnràkì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀ wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀ oníkan ṣáàtì ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o àyè.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. ṣùgbọ́n ní má ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
ha kì máa yí ṣeré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣẹ̀fẹ̀ kì máa yí ṣeré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣẹ̀fẹ̀ ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣàyè tú wọn síta.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
tẹnitẹni ọmọ máyégún ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́hún sọ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù bọ́tà ń lérí bóníṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sì mọ́ bẹ̀. èèpo ọ̀gọ̀lọ́mọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ ó ti dọba lórí àbínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ bùyà àìsíwọ̀lú ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá o ó kó ẹni tó bá dán o àkàmù. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì.